Shalom Bracha. This week, Matot-Masei, when I couldn't help but notice that there's a tremendous amount that has to do with the koyach dibur, koyach of a yid's mouth. It starts with the Parashat of Nadorim, that a person can make something usher on himself, he can have a din of a deraisa. And you have Moshe Rabbeinu warned the Bnei Gad, Bnei Ruvain, V'hayotzim mipichem tasu. You have the tefillah of the Kohen Gadol. You have the Reitzeach, the Kohen Gadol's mother would give the Reitzeach in the Ari Miklat some food, so they shouldn't daven that the Kohen Gadol should die. You have the koyach of tefillah. You have a lot of things associated with the koyach of dibur. When they killed Bilam in this week's parsha, also it says they killed him bechorev. So Rashi wants to know, why is it specified they killed him bechorev? So it says that Bilam came to wipe out the entire Jewish nation with his mouth. He stole the Jews' weapon. Their main weapon is the mouth. So they took the sword, which is not their main weapon. That's Esav's, the Goyim's main weapon, and they killed him. He took their weapon, they took his weapon. So Taisa says, but what could have Bilam said in that 1 second that Hashem is angry that would have wiped out millions of people, innocent, youth, men, women, and child? He could have said Kalim, 3 letters, Kalim. And if he would have said Kalim, that was the koyach of his mouth. These are Goyim, a Goshim, a Rasha, a Toma. So a Yid, imagine what a Yid's mouth is when a Yid, all his davening, his tehillim, and his bakashas, his Torah, his tefillah, everything. It's an amazing, amazing power. And it works both for good and both chas v'shalom for the opposite. The Gemara says lashon hara kills 3 people: the one who said it, the one who was said to, and the one who was said about. So you can understand why the Aveira might have a death sentence with it. But why? How does it kill the person who was said about? So the Pashup Pshat is if you rat him out to the government, you make up a bubba ma'isa that he did something illegal, that he's chayav misa for you understand. So the Chavetz Chaim says that in Shamayim, in Bezdin Shalmal, they follow the Torah. An Eid Echad walks into Bezdin, he can't say Eidus. So the Satan goes into Bezdin Shalmal, he says, Ruvain did an Aveira. They say, get out of here, you're Baal Hashemara. So he looks around, when is someone down here going to say what Ruvain did? And he waits. When someone finds someone that says what Ruvain did, he runs into Bezdin Shalmal and he says at the same time, now there's 2 Eidim. So now, even though Hashem didn't want to punish Ruvain, and he had a way out of punishing Ruvain, now Kiviyachol, he's chayav to punish Ruvain because 2 Eidim came to Bezdin. And it's all because of you. So you might even not. It might look like he lives to 120, but you don't know what kind of tzaras chas v'shalom came on him because you're dibur, right? So if that's and midah toiva is meruva. So if you see someone davening geschmack, it's not enough even to think it. That's a very big midah. It's ayin toiva. But to say to be mlam it's chos the koyach dibur, he should be gebench, give brachas, say nice things to people, be mechazik them. Torah tefillah has such an unbelievable koyach. The Gemara in Baba Kama and Daf Nun says there was a big tzaddik. His name was Nechunya Chayfer Bayres. He used to dig wells for the Oilei Regalim. When they go to the base of Mikdash, they have water to drink. So one time, word spread that his daughter fell into a well. So they went to Reb Chanina ben Doisa. Reb Chanina ben Doisa was like the Baal Shem Tov at the times of the Gemara. So he said, the first hour, he said, don't worry. The second hour, don't worry. The third hour, he said, oh, she's fine. And a few minutes later, they came into town. She came out. What happened? She said it was an old guy with a ram. He came by. Rashi said it was Avram Avinu, and the aisle was the aisle of Yitzchak, and he pulled me out. So they said to Rabbi Chanina ben Doisa, how do you know? You're a Navi? He said, no, I'm not a Navi. Amarti, I said, Dovar shenitztar boy oisay tzaddik. That thing that this tzaddik went through so much pain and effort to make sure that Yidden had wells of water to drink, he's going to lose his daughter that way? So she was saved. But the Gemara says, but at the end of the day, what happened? He ended up losing a son, Rahman al-Tzlan, to thirst. Died of tzama, Rahman al-Tzlan. It's a very hard Gemara to understand. So the Shita Mekubetzes, the Rishonim, they bring an unbelievable pshat. It says that in Shamayim, that svara, that they can't punish somebody with this thing that he gave and he did mitzvahs with, they know. But it needs to be said down here through the mouth of a tzaddik, of a person, this svara. Everything happens in din. So when Rabbi Chanina ben Doisa said Amarti, it wasn't mean I was talking to Bezdin Shalom. All he had to do was say those words. Even though in Shemayim they know all the different svaras. He had to say those words. This guy who dug wells of water for the Oilei Regalim, he's going to lose his daughter in a pit. And when he said that, it's Neskabel in Shemayim. So when you say something good about someone, you have no idea what kind of taiva you'd be causing for them. And why did he end up losing his son? Also from thirst. He gave water to so many people. So the Shita Mekubetzes says that Rabbi Chanina ben Doisa was nifter, or he didn't know about it, b'shas ma'is, and no one told him that his son was thirsty or whatever was lost, so there was no one to say it. But you see from here, the koyach hadibur, we should be zeicher to use hadibur only for good. Have a lichtige Shabbos.